Hey guys, Jojo here. Welcome back to the channel. You guys know what time it is. Today we are going to be opening up, you guessed it, Chaos Rising. We have obviously our representatives here, Greninja, and Lily. She's just our referee here. We wanted to make it a little nice because we're opening Chaos Rising. Obviously, our first opening of Chaos Rising. We have here our booster box, but you know, Jojo channel, we don't just open one of the things. We open up as well our Ninja Spinner set, the Japanese set. So we're gonna compare and contrast these two. Here there's only 30 packs, here there's 36 packs. The rarities are different here as well. These have assured hits. You don't know what's gonna be in here, but we have at least 3 illustration rares confirmed. But let's go ahead and see. We're gonna do half of each box, compare and contrast, but make sure to stick around and see what we get. Okay, so we're obviously gonna start with our Japanese set Ninja Spinner. I just went ahead, did a little cut, so we can just rip up straight and see what we get in these. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Ninja Spinner. Either way, I think either we're gonna have to open these up carefully anyways, but these are different as well. You guys know, obviously Japanese, always the background, very cool. But these have 5 cards in the set, so we're gonna see what cards come out in each pack, and that will be the cards for that one. So not much difference, just that half the amounts, 6 packs less, and assured rarities, but we never know what's gonna come out here. So there's our Froakie. If this is gonna be a Ninja Spinner box with all the Greninja evolutions coming out, I won't be complaining. But we have our Froakie to start us off. Very nice start. Hopefully Chaos Rising will be proving that as well for us. Let's see. We're gonna have him on the throne immediately, just because he is the first one to come out. And I'll put him right there in the middle. I'll have a Japanese over here and our English over there. But we never know. It could have all of them. They are obviously themed for him, but we don't know if that'll come out. But there's our Water Hollow Energy. Not much other than that, but again, we have already one of the assured cards, so that's our art rare, which would be our illustration rare normally. But other than that, there's our EX, our Cobalion EX. Put them to the side, just like all the EXs. They are nice, and obviously the Japanese ones do have a little more oomph to them. They look a little cooler, at least in my opinion. I don't know how many of you think the same, but just because you can read it doesn't mean it's not a dope ass card. But obviously these little Molga, Quillfish, our Trevant, and our Ferrothorn. I know a lot of the names. I don't know all of the names, so the ones that I'm probably not saying, maybe I don't know their names immediately, but it's always those older gens. Like this is Ferroseed, I know that. I don't know that one. Punkaboo, I think. Octillery, obviously, the Tower, and Deoxys. Which in this one, the Deoxys form, all 4 of them come out in this set. So you got the speed form, the defense form, the attack form, and the normal form. So if they end up all showing up, I'll pop them up screen if not, but we'll see if they end up here. But we got our Watchog, Vulpix, Emolga, our Metal Energy, and there's our defense form. So we have our defense form, our speed form. We'll go ahead and separate them and see where they all come out. It's going pretty quickly with these because there's only 5 cards in each one. Froakie, a net that I have no idea what it is, and Garbodor. So depending on what ends up showing up, right now, just 2 hits. 2 of the hits from this first half of the box. So either it's going to be a dope one that we get to see all the hits on the other half. Gonna leave it more interesting, we'll see. But with Chaos Rising, we're going to have to compare and contrast. See what we got in that one. But we got our Floette. And there's our other parts of the Deoxyses. So let me go ahead and show you guys. So I'm guessing this is our attack form. Yeah, this is our attack form. Then we have our speed form. We got our defense form. And then obviously we have our regular old Deoxys. So this one and this one look kind of the same. It's just switching it up a little bit. His hands are more like in his normal form, ready to attack. So all 4 forms of Deoxys right there in this set. There's no art rare or illustration rare of him, which I think that's kind of missing from Deoxys. He has a Mega Evolution form, or a VMAX form with the Orbeetle right there on screen for you guys. But other than that, there's the one. There's no other one? I don't think so. There's a Galarian Gallery as well, with the one with the yellow form, but I don't think that's that cool in my opinion. But I'm pretty sure he could have a really dope-ass card if they give it to him. Because the Orbital one is obviously the defense form, and then it don't look that good in my opinion. But got our Tauros, a nice illustration rare. Another art rare, so that's 2 in the set already. And we have this last pack here for our first half. Let's see what we ended up going with. And we're gonna move on to Chaos Rising right after this. So now that that first half is done, going on to Chaos Rising. Obviously here with these, where there is a trick, we can do the back 3, but we're gonna do the first half a little slow just to go through. It's basically the same cards, but now we can see what they are. So we got our Screlp. That's one I would not know what the name of it is. Our adversity policy. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has weakness to your opponent's active Pokemon, it's the one that has like, it's like a lawyer thing. It switches up and then just draw 3 cards, but that's what this one is here. And the arts on these are pretty cool too. Our Dragalge right there. Very nice looking cards. His alt looks dope as hell too. But obviously here we're going for the master set and what's left of the master set, because obviously we've been opening up off camera. Not much left to it, honestly. There's like 6 or 7 cards, and sorry, and it's just the basic, the most expensive ones. So Ampharos looking dope there. His illustration rare is going to be cool too, but nothing really waiting here. No reverses. We have 1 full art that we need, which is Erica, but other than that, everything is basically done. We just need the big stuff, the alts and the hyper rare, obviously. It was Pumpkaboo, I got it correct. I remembered right. Our Delibird, our Felipe, whatever, and our Pyroar right there. So far just an EX, which here with the booster box, good or bad, we don't know. We'll check at the end again here. Very different from the Japanese box because you are basically not assured anything. You don't know what you're gonna get. So either there's our energy retrieval on item. We have an item assured in the Japanese box. Here it's not specifically assured, but from what we've been seeing in these newer ones, these boxes do have an item normally. So far just those 2. And the only reason why I'm not throwing the item right now is because if there's an illustration rare that comes out here, that's the one that's going to take the throne. But other than that, just going to keep going from there. Okay, so again, a lot of illustration rares here that are nice, but in the sense that they're not that many. There's like 10, and full arts, again, there's like 6 of them. So very simple collection here. It's 130 something cards. Not that big. Oh, Metang, very nice. A cute Metang, it looks cool. It's doing its work, and I really like these as well because yes, there's another Metang down there. There's not another type of Pokemon, but it does fit very well. It's like the one with Steelix that's doing his job as an elevator. So very nice card, and this one will be thrown immediately as well. But while that's happening, let's just keep it going. So our Metang taking the spot here as our worker boy representing Chaos Rising. But I think it's a very nice card. The background looks dope. And there is another Pokemon, even though if it's the same one, it does have more thought out stuff in it. Beldum hanging on by his claws there. Got our Ninetales, Prism Tower, and our Xerneas. So right now, nothing huge. So far, basically, well, that's not the same. Right there, we already have a full art. Over there, we have 2 EXs. So there's still a bunch of stuff that's going to come out here. There are 6 or 8 more packs for this one. So what we're doing there is giving more possibilities, obviously, to the booster box. But here, we don't know what's going to end up happening in comparison to. There's our Cobalion. Cobalion EX and Cobalion EX on both. No change there with that. But again, here we're just comparing and contrasting. So far, the boxes are looking pretty much the same. They both got an illustration already, and that one has 2. So we have 1 more art rare to come out for the Ninja Spinner box. Great Haul Net, that's what it was. So it says choose one or both. Shuffle up to 3 water Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. Shuffle up to 3 basic water energies from your discard pile into your deck. I don't know why you wouldn't do both, but there you go. So, water-based deck, that's what you're going to be able to do. Very good. So, what we have so far, basically the same amount of stuff going for each one. Chaos Rising and Ninja Spinner. We're hoping for more, obviously, from our Chaos Rising, but whatever we end up getting in Ninja Spinner will be great as well, because again, they look dope as well in those. There's our special red card. I imagine it's going to be useful for the game. Those of you that are interested, go ahead and take a read. But other than that, not really much has changed. I think with the Super Rod being out of the meta now, that's what they're going to be doing with the net. So it does the same thing, just water specific. That's what I've been told, at least. Got our Sudowoodo, Crobats, and our Travant. Nothing big shown so far. If we get another illustration of Tauros, it's going to be dope, because both of them together, the Matang, either way, basically everything that is coming out again is stuff that I want for the collection, so we'll see how that goes. But got right now there's our Mega Greninja EX. So our first one right there, our Mortal Shuriken, and there's our Ninja Spinner. Ninja Spinner attack, there's our box of Ninja Spinner. So it has the same move, same attack, but it says you may put a water energy, attach this Pokemon into your hand, and have this attack do 80 more damage. So basically, take one of the energies away, reload it, do 200 attack every time. So that's cool as well. But basically helps out as well if when you get it knocked out, or you get some of your Froakies or Frogadiers taken out, you can just put it right back into your deck with that net card. So, or right into your hand, not your deck. Basically just reloads it. Roxy's Performance, that's the one we need in full art. Another special red, and our Magnetic Energy. So, little more and more, you start seeing what these cards can be used for. Even though I don't play, you can basically see or start learning just by reading the cards. Take your time and read the cards. You basically know what you're going to be able to do with them in your decks, obviously. But putting into tactic, seeing how they work out, that's always the way to go. I don't play, so those of you that play, let me know. How are you seeing those cards being used in the future of the game? Right now we got our Golisopod, our Ferrothorn, and our Keldeo. Been a while. Well, not a while. Keldeo was in black and white, so it's not that long ago in comparison to some of these guys. I don't remember. Beldum was the last card I remember seeing of those, and it was the promo card. So we'll see how that keeps going right now. Got our Fennekin, AZ's Tranquility, Az's or AZ's, I don't know, and our Cinccino. Smooth Coat, Energized Slap. Don't know. Let me know what you think about that card. Again, there's some that I stopped to read, some that I don't bother. Cinccino, I don't know how much, it is a colorless card, so how much of a meta it'll be, but we'll see. And we're down to, these are our last two, this one and the next. These are obviously going to be a bunch of cards that get together and make a scene, so if I find what it's supposed to be, I'll put it up there on the screen. If not, you guys let me know. And our last pack for this first half, we'll move right back on to Ninja Spinner, which we'll see if it ended up having one of the super art rares or the mega hyper rares. And our last pack with Flaffy, Remoraid, our Metagross, and our Xerneas as our illustration art for this one. Nice looking card. Seems very simple, but very nice looking as well. So our next pack's already open. Took one out because I made a mistake. These are our other 15 packs of Ninja Spinner. Let's see what we end up getting out here with our Gorgeist. I was going to say Pumpkaboo, but it's the evolution. Our Gorgeist. See what ends up showing up here. Again, now what we have left here, whatever ends up getting shown, basically, like if we see a full art, that's the big hit of the box. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously the item is assured, so we don't have to worry about that one. But if we do see like a full art Cobalion or something, there's our item. I don't know what it is. The wrench, the tool scraper for this one. It looks dope, honestly. I love that in the Japanese cards they have that little extra design on. You can see like the ripples in the card. Looks very nice. But again, that is our item of the box, meaning we still have our secret card from this one. Could be a full art, an alt, and whatever, but still some nice things to show up here. And we still have the other art rare, our illustration rare for this one. There it is, our Fennekin. Just need the chest pin and we would have all the starters, but there's our Fennekin, which I will be taking down our Froakie for. So the card that we got, our Fennekin, is the promo for the ETBs right here. So the same card, but you can already see the difference. The Fennekin looks way more like focused, and here it looks a lot more blurry. Obviously, I have buying the plastic, but it does change somewhat, even though they look. It's the same card, honestly, but it looks very different compared to the promo. But there we got our Fennekin, which here obviously no promo, and let's keep it going. That's all of our illustration rares, all of our art rares down. Whatever ends up showing up now is going to be more EXs and our big hit of the box. So let's hope that it's going to be one of the art rares or one of the ultra rares or super hyper rares or whatever the special things are called here. There's a lot of cards, a lot of names added for these rarities. So obviously we have a bunch of EXs and one of them is our Ninja Spinner boy. So that's good. Nice Greninja showing up as well. Let's see. Possibilities are still here. It's not over yet. We have 4 more packs, so it's leaving it up to suspense by the end of this. So let's see. We could get the hyper rare, the ultra hyper rare here as well. So let's see how it goes. Our Quellfish, Octillery, Cinchino, Tauros, and our book. Last 2. Not that many EXs, honestly. I thought there would be more. And there it is, Erica. Our Erica is our special art rare. So we got our Roxy, our Rockstar Roxy. That actually fits way better. And I'm going to compare it to another one. So we already have it in English, our Roxy's Performance, but you can already see. Let me go ahead and take it out so you guys can see it without the plastic. But you can see there are differences, obviously, just like any other cards in the set. This one, you can see the colors change like that, and this one, nothing really happens there. All the textures showing off here. Roxy's Performance. The little skull right there, you can see, looks a lot more neon, and this one doesn't really change at all. So, it goes to show you the difference between the Japanese and the English productions. Very different. Nothing really changes there. And the eyes here, you can see the change of color as well. Not much there, but both still nice looking cards. And we did get a special art rare, not just a full art. So very good. So this should probably maybe end up with having just a regular old EX in it or nothing. We already have the big hit from the box. So this one's just going to be our last to see if we ended up with an EX, which we didn't. So it's just the last one, all different colors, our dark type, electric, grass, ground, fighting, and fire. So that's how we finish off our Ninja Spinner box. And let's see what the rest of Chaos Rising has to offer. If we get the Roxy again, it's gonna be funny as hell, but hey, that's what happens with these booster boxes. These are all from a case, so it should be at least for every 2 we get an alt or something like that, but we've already discovered that that might not be the case. We have already opened up some, or Ugo has, where he opened up a couple of booster boxes and really only got 3 alts in comparison to what he should have gotten compared wise with the 2 of each. And they were all the same one, the Mega Floette. So still nice hits to be getting. But let's see how our Chaos Rising box ends up turning out here. Our Gorgeist EX. Obviously, we're going to count as well how much of each to assure the rarities from the booster box of our Ninja Spinner. But either way, we already got our stuff down. Now with what we're getting for Chaos Rising here, there's our Tool Scraper. Same item, another item actually. So we got the Energy Recycler and that one. Is that gonna take something away? We'll see. Because again here, nothing's assured. We got 2 items instead of 1 in comparison to our Ninja Spinner box. We're gonna have to see if that ended up making something happen by the end of this, where we don't get our big hit anymore. So let's see. Now we have 2 items. I'm pretty sure the Energy Recycler is an item, but hopefully these codes as well are already active. If not, let me know and you'll be able to come back and look at those. But got our Weedle with the, again with the tower in the background. Our Mega Floette, another one of these guys. So 2 of those I think already came out, or is the Japanese one now? I'm mixing up both of them in my mind, even though they are different languages. Just recalling the art, so that's the big thing there. That's our code. After this, we're gonna obviously keep opening up some more Chaos Rising, so make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys know when we're uploading, and you're gonna be able to see all these cards that we're gonna be getting from Chaos Rising. Hopefully they aren't a letdown and we can be getting a bunch of different stuff, so make sure to hit that bell and go ahead and subscribe. Share the channel as well. It helps us out and lets people know what we're doing here. So thanks for all the support that you guys have been giving. Let's keep it going here with our Chaos Rising opening. Again, here, we're doing a comparison with the Japanese set just to see how these guys end up turning out. But really, we kind of just wanted the Greninja in the Japanese, obviously. Now we're just waiting to see if we can get them in these as well. Because the Greninja is obviously the one that is standing out here. That's the reason why people are going to be wanting to open this set. Very big Pokemon. So that's why we made some tribute in the background with those graded cards. But Greninja has been and is a favorite for many people. Obviously Charizard. And Pikachu probably take him or shadow him over, or maybe even Gengar. But he is one of those that ended up becoming a big card. And a Beedrill. First Beedrill to be seen today. So there's a full art Beedrill as well here. So obviously that's going to be going to my collection. And other than that, we have a good amount of full arts. Basically the Megas are Dragagil or Drogalgi. Then we have the Floette, I think, and then the Greninja Mega as our full art Megas. Other than that, not really. I don't really recall if there's another one or not. Let me know down in those comments if there is, but pretty sure that's it. I'm recalling right or wrong. Again, I do look through these sets sometimes, but then other times I'm just like, as we open, I'll check it out. But so far with what we have here, there's our Frogadier. We got the Frogadier in our English set compared to our Froakie in the Japanese one. So is this a sign again? We saw him come out in both. Will that mean that in Chaos Rising we will see him? Hopefully so, but let's keep it going. We got our Frogadier, we got our Froakie, the Japanese though. So maybe we'll get the Frogadier or Froakie here in our other illustration. And then get our Greninja at the end. But so far, not looking that great. We got 6 left. 6 left. We already got our 3 illustrations, so maybe we won't even... 4. This one has 4 illustrations. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's keep it going. Again, with what we have here and with what the 2 items have already been, either that's taken away from this at that point, or it's just leaving us with the suspense of these last 5. Haven't seen many EXs. We have like 3 on the side and then 2 in the back, I think. Meaning that we could get another 1 or 2 or 3. But very few packs left for that, so Hopefully, we'll be seeing this at the end. Now, make your predictions. If we're gonna, oh, there's a Mega Gallade here. I didn't even know there was a Gallade for this one. So that's a surprise for me there. Those Gardevoir fans. Well, I don't know. Maybe Gardevoir fans don't like Gallade, even though it is a evolution, but you know how it is. Third evolution, maybe you don't like the Gallade form in comparison. So I like both. Usually I keep Gardevoir because I do like a Psychic type on my team normally, playing the game. But Gallade is a good one, a good option as well. Last 3 packs. Hopefully, the suspense again with this. The last few packs were in Ninja Spinner. Now here the last few packs in Chaos Rising is living it up to suspense here. Hopefully it's not another Roxy, because we already got Roxy. We didn't have Roxy in that one, so that's a good addition. Now, if we get a Roxy again here, that's gonna be, well, again, not a letdown because that gave us the alt of the box, which does not assure it again. We don't get an alt, that's gonna be it. But last pack, let's see. It's the only possibility left, so will it be our last hit, last pack magic? Let's see. Let's take it slow for this one. Our Metang, and check out how it turns out. Got our Esper just staring at you. Skuntank. There's Az's Tranquility. Crobat to finish us off. So we finished off with something at least. A nice illustration rare with nice purples, but that's how Chaos Rising turned out. So with our 30 packs of Ninja Spinner and 36 packs of Chaos Rising, the EXs are basically the least important here, but we got our 4 EXs from Ninja Spinner. So that is doubled in Chaos Rising. We got 8 EXs, so double the amount on that one. We're getting the same item, Tool Scraper, but here we got an extra tool or item, Energy Retrieval. Our illustrations, here we got 3, here we got 4. So we got our Xerneas, Metang and Tauros, Fennekin and Crobat, and then our opposites, our Frogadier here on Chaos Rising and our Froakie here on Ninja Spinner, so different there. And those guys, honestly, I would probably give the Silver Crown to both because obviously the set is for them. It's their cards. But obviously we're going with the Gold Crown here. We got our alts. Well, special art rare in the Japanese sets. But we got our alts in our Ninja Spinner card. We already had it in English, but not Japanese, so nice little addition there. But that's been the video, guys. I've been Georgesaur. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the comparison Ninja Spinner versus Chaos Rising. But that's been it. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night whenever you're watching. Peace out.